Hi everyone, it's Emily from Happity here. Just thought we'd create a nice video to make it super easy for you to sign up for Zoom, which can then be integrated into your Happity booking system, which is great because then you can provide classes or support to all of the parents across the UK at this difficult time. And it's all integrated. You don't have to worry about sending out the link manually or anything like that. We sort that all out. When a mum books, she'll or a dad as well, they will get a booking confirmation with the URL, and they'll also get it 10 minutes before. So it's super easy. But whether you want to integrate with Happity or not, that's fine. This will help you to set up Zoom, but obviously we hope you will, because we've waived the membership fee, so why not? Right, so this is the first step. You go to zoom.us. That's zoom.us. Oh, I don't know why that came up. And then you click over here on sign up, it's free. Next, you put in your email address, so whichever one you might want to sign up with, and it will then ask you for a password. I'm not going to do that right now because I've got my own one. So instead, I'm going to sign in and show you what would happen. So here we go. I've got some other meetings signed up already, but you wouldn't if you were signing up to start with, or if you already have a Zoom account, but you don't have specific meetings that you want to use for your booking at this moment. You would want to set this up. You don't want to be using the scheduler meeting because that will expire after time. And you also don't want to be using your unique ID because that's a little bit like your phone number. And once people are using that, you won't be able to use it for other things. So you want to go over here, over on the left hand side to meetings, click here, then you say schedule a new meeting. This is a list of my other meetings, but we can ignore that for now. Schedule a new meeting. You put in the name, so it might be my baby class. You put in the name of yours. Now you can do this for each of your classes. So say you have one Monday at 10 each week, you could put in Monday at 10, and then you'd repeat this for another one Tuesday at 10, and that one would remain the URL for each of those individual classes. That would be ideal, but because we are going to suggest you use the waiting room functionality, it's not completely necessary because you can decide who to let into your class based on who's paid. I'm going to show you how to do it once, and you could just then use that for all of your lessons. So you have one every day, but if you wanted to be a bit more rigorous, you can just play this video again and set it up again, one for each day. Just make sure you note what they are and name them really well. So if you were doing that, you'd want to say my baby class Monday at 10, for instance. Don't worry about the description. And you don't really need to worry about when it is too much, but you might want to put that in just so you can check which one it is. So Monday at 10. Oh, it's down this way. Now, if you're wanting to say 10:15, you'll actually need to, you'll use the laptop and you'd need to write it in. But take care, because if you put in 15 like this and then just press enter, oh, it's worked this time, but often that doesn't hold it there. You need to actually write it in and then click down here for it to hold. Seems to be working this time, but doesn't always. And then AM, duration of an hour. Now, if you're on the free Zoom package, you'll only have 40 minutes. However, at the moment, they do seem to be upgrading that just randomly in the middle of sessions sometimes. If you know you always want more than 40 minutes, you can upgrade. I think it costs about £12 a month. But for most baby and toddler classes, 40 minutes is fine. You then want to click recurring meeting, and then you want to go for, in the recurrence, you want to say no fixed time, because otherwise it will finish after a certain amount of time. So there we are, no fixed time. Generate automatically is fine. You don't want to have a meeting password because that just makes it more tricky, and we're going to have the waiting room anyway. You want your host video on, your participant video on, leave the audio as both. And then you want to enable the waiting room. Then you press save. There. And then you're given all the information. Really importantly, you want to take this URL, ideally not copy the whole invitation because that's got a lot of information. You want to copy this URL and save it down somewhere safely, maybe in an Excel file or a Word document saying Monday at 10. This one here, or if you are going to use them just for everything, then you just literally need to remember this one, but otherwise you are there and you've set up the meeting. If you want to then see all your different meetings, you would click on meetings over here. Here we go, and you can now see that this is in recurring. this one here, sorry, my baby class Monday at 10. And yes, if you then wanted to create my baby class Tuesday at 10, you go to meetings again, schedule meeting, and do exactly the same thing again. But like I said, you can just use the same one if you want to. And if you forget where the URL is, you just click into it like that. And you see it here. Sorry, I did that a little bit fast. Let me just make sure I show that clearly. I've been doing this so often. At the moment, you click here, and then there's your URL. And you copy it across, ready to put into Happity, so that you don't have to send it out to every person who books in every time. You don't have to remember which one you need for a different class. If you do use different ones, we will automate that and send that out to you, the mums on booking, and you and the mums or dads just before the booking, 10 minutes before, so everyone just clicks it and you're ready to go.